A FireSmart talk with Mayor Martin Frum of the Village of Midway. What did you think when you first heard there was funding granted for a FireSmart project in Midway?
Well, my first thought was that I was so appreciative of our staff and of our fire chief that they were willing to put the time into and energy into uh, obtaining that grant. We want Midway to be a very safe community. We want Midway to be a well-informed community, and we want Midway to be a place where people can come and enjoy life and not have to worry about things like fire. So this is all a part of a great plan to make Midway a safer community for all of us and an educated community. So I'm really looking forward to the fulfillment of this project.
Why should we all learn what vegetation is safe versus what could cause a problem on our properties during a wildfire?
Well, in the past year, I had the occasion to uh, observe our great volunteer fire department working on a fire. It's actually a telephone pole that was on fire. And during that time when the crew were working on containing and putting out the fire, they noticed that a home next door had uh, a nice little cedar bush growing next to the house. And one of the firemen commented, We should do the homeowner a favor and get out the chainsaw and cut that bush down. It's a hazard." So that really brought to my mind the importance of not having, especially evergreens, growing next to the home. And it was an issue with the Rock Creek fire. So the potential of having the opportunity for our residents to have a good look, not just from the point of beauty and shade, but from the point of fire safe, and to go around their homes and deliver our homes in a sense from the potential fires that these shrubs can create or trees is very important. And I think it's going to be a great project for Midway.
Why do you think it's important for the Village of Midway residents to demonstrate good FireSmart behavior on their own properties?
Here's another opportunity, I think, not just for the village to uh, take a step forward in leadership, but it's an opportunity for every resident to encourage their neighbors. Sometimes it just takes one person to do the right thing and to explain it or have it part of a good educational program like this. And then the other neighbors, it just gives them a little bit of encouragement that they also can look at their properties in terms of uh, bushes, the 1.5 meter or the 10 meters, whatever the distances are that are required in order for each home to be safe. And I know when we've attended a house fire in Midway, there was always that sense of, well, what about the neighbors? Uh, is this fire going to spread? So if we take that kind of individual leadership and make sure our homes are safe, not only is it going to be better for us, but it's better for the community and for our neighbors. And we all have to think about our neighbors and look after them.
Do you think the home FireSmart assessment is something residents can do easily on their own?
Yes, I really do think it is something. A checklist format like that is very easy to work with. And what a great time to have this coming along. It's COVID and we're staying at home, but spring is also coming. So we can combine our walk around the house with some thoughts about spring. And at the same time, we can get a little exercise during COVID, some fresh air, which is great for us. And of course, the most important thing is to keep our village and our property safe. Uh, I've for years thought of Midway as the beautiful village. And now I can add to that, not only is it the beautiful village, but it's the fire smart village. I'm looking forward to every resident going out and when this package comes in the mail, getting outside, checking around their properties. And if it does not come in the mail, well, then they can go on the FireSmart website and get that information. Really make Midway a fire smart community.
What do you think is the big takeaway from this FireSmart project for the Midway community?
Well, certainly the big takeaway for our community is to make our community safer from wildfires or from domestic fires. This is important. I can remember one project that I was working on, and I was working with the building inspector, and I can hear his words today. He said, safety, safety, safety. That is the big responsibility of that we have as a council towards our community. It's the big responsibility that we have towards one another, towards our neighbor. So certainly safety is the big takeaway. But there are also some more subtle takeaways I think we should mention here. One is that we have an amazing volunteer fire department who train almost weekly, and they are there anytime we need them. And I think one of the important things about this fire safe project is to show our appreciation to our Midway Fire Department, that we also are willing to do our part uh, to reduce the risk of fire, because every time they attend a fire, there's a possibility that they could get injured. And so the harder we work as a community to make our community fires safe, then we are expressing our appreciation to our volunteer fire department and the years of great service that they've given us. So finally, it's a wonderful way of working together as a community. It's a way of working with our neighbors who are new to our community. We love people moving here. We're always sad to see them leave, but we want them to know that we are a community that cares. This is a great place to live. And making Fire Smart our focus during the month of March is a wonderful way of building community, a safe community, and in the long run, a more beautiful community. So thank you, FireSmart, for this opportunity and for the grant money that we have received to work on this project. It's much appreciated.
You can download the FireSmart Home Ignition Zone Assessment Scorecard at www.firesmartbc.ca.